The maker behind Stamped AF. I've got this a little too zoomed in, don't I? It is Wednesday, May 11th. To be honest, I don't know what month it is, what season it is. I hope everyone's having a wonderful week. You might be wondering why I'm bundled up in a scarf. I froze my butt off all day at work. Get home, daughter has air conditioning on. I'm like, oh, for the love of God, I've been freezing all day. So I turn the heat on. She comes behind me, turns the air conditioning back on. So Dave's ready to lock the thermostat. Okay, so you can see I've got two bundles here. Oh, I've got no nail polish on. Two bundles here. I've got a very cute project that I'm going to make with you using a standalone set of dies. And I just wanted to mention there are actually a few standalone dies in the catalog. I was hoping to be able to show a couple of them to you, but my order sat in Salt Lake City for a full day without moving, so now it's not arriving till tomorrow. But I wanted to show you this because I was thinking about it, and then I saw one or two videos that were talking about like just the standalone dies. One of them is a corporate Stampin' Up video, but a couple of dies that you really aren't going to want to miss. I'll make this quick. These cracker and treat boxes. So if you do Christmas crackers in the holidays, you will want that. So out of breath. And when it comes to the DSP, here's a whole page of them. Any DSP. You could use just plain cardstock, but this is a great way to show the DSP, right? So don't miss out on those. The Deckled Rectangles I shared in my Instagram Instahop this week. So if you look at this border here, the early espresso and the soft suede both use that deckled rectangles, which would work great with those stitched rectangles. But in case you missed the Instahop, it was a very small hop this month with only 3 people. I guess the family theme really threw people, or they ran out of time. But this was my card. It's using Grassy Grove, of course. You can open and see the deer, and then you open again. You've got another deer, and this is a bundle that I want to show you tonight, but we're not going to be using it. And I should probably get to it, right? But I just wanted to show you these are the Deckled Rectangles, so don't miss out on those ones. There's a few that I haven't gotten yet. This is in my order and will be arriving hopefully tomorrow. The brushed shapes, so cute. The designer tags are going in my next order. The dots and spots die, I'm sure you've been seeing this everywhere. It's amazing. The fabulous frames were not on my radar until I saw a video today that showed them. So cool. There are the mini pocket envelope dies. Love that. The pretty pop-ups that will be arriving tomorrow. So these ones, if you look at, and anytime you look at the dies, it will tell you any of the products, really. It'll tell you what page it's on. So page 17 will go super quick. Here they are. So they don't actually cut the shape out, like you won't get a rectangle. It pops up all those inner pieces, and you can color them or you can just pop them up. So cute. Hello, Facebook user. And then there's one more I didn't want you to miss out on. Well, I mean, there's so many, but the Twigs and Sprigs embossing folder and die. So it embosses all those leaves, and then you can die cut them. So those were just a couple that I wanted to share just so you don't miss them. But are you ready to see tonight's project? I'm so proud of myself because I'm actually prepared. So we are using portions of each of these bundles. If you don't have them yet, that's all right. You've got a whole year to get them. Hi, Jill. Hi, Linda. You usually watch on Facebook, so you threw me off. I mean, YouTube. So we are making this cute little in-color tea bag holder. This could be, I want to see. It's a great gift card holder. Do you know what this is? It is those pocket envelope dies. I already forgot what they're called, but it's this little guy. So gift card holder, tea bag holder. It's got a bunch of great coordinating, well, maybe not coordinating, but little accent pieces. And I wanted to ask you, so this one is a bow, and I figured this is the end of it, but what in the world is this? I thought maybe reinforcements. Hi, Diane. Hi, Sharon. So I went ahead and I die cut it, and I thought, you know, it could be reinforcements. Could kind of put it on the top and maybe punch a hole and put some ribbon through it. But I can't figure out what this is, and the catalog doesn't show it, and the video that has this doesn't show it. But for the bow, all you need to do is die cut this piece. So I did that from some of the In Color DSP. Sorry, Deacon's growling. You're going to take a bone folder and just kind of burnish the inside, and then you're going to fold it in, and you could use some glue or a glue dot. And I also die cut this piece, and I thought, okay, so you could just kind of wrap it around there. And initially I had it like that, and I'm like, well, I guess it works, but the tails are awfully, like, the thing is right here. So I thought, okay, what if I fold it again? That looks cute. And then I thought, okay, let's take it off and do it this way so that it's just kind of like a bannered end. You probably wouldn't need all of this excess, but I wanted to show you a couple of those. And then for our little tea bag holder, we're also going to use this little tag. And then I thought about using this, which is just a little stitched oval, but I kind of wanted something bigger so that the teacup would pop away from the belly band, which this is all the, sorry, it's not In Color DSP, it's the Tea Boutique DSP. I kind of wondered that too, Melanie. I don't know. And my dear, I just saw your message before I went live. I will send you what you need as soon as I'm not live. Okay, so I wanted a bigger background. I just picked up my little dot. So I thought, which sets have tag dies? He's the man. So we're going to use this one. I love these. I haven't used them yet, but some great tag dies in this set. So we're going to do that. I'm just going to die cut a solid teacup and then maybe this leaf one again. We'll see. I could stamp one, but we are going to use more of that Tea Boutique DSP just to keep it simple and to not change my whole color scheme. So should I just make it the way I made it before, or do you want to vote on a DSP? Hi, Roz. It really does look like a reinforcement. It's just this middle piece that's throwing me. So if anyone can figure out what that is, it would be awesome, because the catalog doesn't show that. I'm so out of breath. So out of shape. If you look at the page that the pocket dies are on, I know it's near the front. Sorry, flipping through this quickly. Right there. It actually does not show any of those accessories on there. It's literally just this die. And then when you get to the back, it's just pictures of all those little accents. So I don't know. So when I was going for this, I wanted something. Actually, that is the In Color DSP. So I used a combination. I mean, I did this yesterday, but you know me. So I wanted something that looked good on the outside and the inside. I felt like the plaid might be a little too busy, so I did use this pattern initially. But maybe we'll use the parakeet party version of that. And then I'll pick a DSP that coordinates. And I just want you to see this little metallic woven ribbon. I'm telling you, I had a team meeting last night, and spoiler team, I know you know that I pressed record. It's not there. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is just re-record. And it's such a shame because we had great conversations. There were great questions that came up, but I cannot find it anywhere. So I was showing them some of the product shares, and I said, you know, these metallic ribbons, the catalog just does not do them justice. They are so thin and fine, and I know it's not quite zooming in, but we'll use a different color this time. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and die cut this. I think I want the stripes on the outside this time. We'll go across. And what do I want for my little circle there? Maybe that would do. Or maybe I should just stick with solid cardstock. Just using my electric die cutting machine. Right? And you know what? I know I pressed record. I don't know what happened if I changed host from one machine to another, but when it was all said and done, I did not have it. Okay, so 2 tips. You can see that it's scored the edges for us there. This one is easy enough to line up. I do recommend using your bone folder to really burnish that edge nicely. But this one doesn't have the deepest score. So in order to keep this the way that Stampin' Up! Intended, I think I'm going to fold it back first because I can see that score line on the front. So just hold a straight edge to the score line instead of just trying to bend it the right way, because you don't want to have this cute little envelope that doesn't have clean, crisp score lines. Or maybe you do. I don't. Okay, so it gives us a very nice mitered corner there. It is embarrassing how out of breath I am. Okay, so like I mentioned last week, this is still Tombow mono adhesive liquid glue. I found that these bottles were clogging way too often. So I ordered these on Amazon, and I was watching someone else's video and they said, you know, this piece is driving me nuts. So they put a piece of tape on it, and I thought, you know, I'm just going to put an elastic that isn't quite so loose, and then it holds it down. So this one I am not finding has clogged at all. I've got a little bit of dry glue on there, but the only kind of annoyance is I have to shake it to get it down because I don't store it like this. So just a little bit of glue, a little dab will do ya. Close it. I'm going to put it under a block so that that can sit and settle. We'll do our label. And I went ahead and I stamped this last night, and I think I'm just going to do that because this sentiment is actually quite tight. So I used It's Tea Time. There are some gorgeous sentiments in here. If you don't have this on your wish list, I sure hope that by the end of this you will. It is adorable. So we'll have to make sure that we keep something with some evening evergreen or shaded spruce. Okay, die cut that. Use a little piece of parakeet party. And in case you missed it, I did share, I know I said that I was doing a last call for In Color Club. Aw, thank you so much. I hope you had a good Mother's Day too. Where was I going with that? Melanie, what was I saying? It'll come back. Oh, I shared... seriously, the last call for In Color Club. I was hoping that I would have 2 full clubs, but it has not gone that way. So I did add a team option. So if you're on my team and would like to join the In Color Club, even if you have, like, say you've bought everything in the parakeet party, or you bought all the blends, we can do a substitution, because I know I'm announcing this a little bit later than I should have, but that is an option. I think I'm going to stick with this as my solid teacup. What else is there for news? Product shares are still open. However, I don't have one share that is partial right now. So if I do get someone interested, I need at least another 1, possibly 2 people interested. But still a possibility. I feel like there was yet something else. I also shared today that my the Craft and Connect for May registration is open. I have yet to design, but I've been working on my product shares, which are almost done. That order that arrives tomorrow is, oh no, The teacup bundle is unorderable. Okay, well, you're going to have to add it to your wish list. All I knew for sure was that the Hues of Happiness bundle was on back order, but of course this one is so popular that it's not back order, it's not orderable because Stampin' Up! Did away with back orders. Anyways, the Craft and Connect Hues of Happiness class is open for registration. The Fab and Fun Retreat is this weekend. So as soon as that's over, I'm going to design. So I was mentioning I've had product shares. I've had so much going on. So I will get those designed. I've got the general ideas in my head. Anyone just joining in, they're like, where is she? I hear her. I do not see her. It's because my die cutting machine is just a little bit off the screen. Now I'm getting warm. Too many bundles open. Okay, do you think, I think because this background was a little busier, I might be able to get away with not doing this mug. I do need a belly band in there to break that up because it's feeling very monochromatic. So what shall we use as a belly band? We've got this one. I kind of want something that's tea related. So we've got that. Not that one. We could do that, although they're kind of big. There's this one, but it's very close to the pattern on the, I almost said tea mug, teacup. There's this one. Again, very busy. The red could work. Nope. Nope. I have to say this is the one DSP that I am not a fan of. Other than that, I love all of the rest. That could work too, although it is busy, but you really don't see a whole lot of it in the front. What do you think? I'm kind of leaning towards this one. May 23rd. Well, at least that's not very far away because the Hues of Happiness bundle is that same timeline. May 23rd. I guess Happiness Abounds is what's unavailable. I'm going to go for that one. I did add an option for In Color Club, so if any of my team have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out. If you are not yet on my team and have thought about joining, this month is the best time to join. I'm just going to trim a 1x6-inch strip. So from May 3rd until May 31st, if you purchase the starter kit, you get a whole bunch of In Color products for free. You get, okay, so you saw I scored that one. Really doesn't matter where, just as long as you have a little bit to hang on in the front. And then I'm just going to fold this one down. Make sure that it lines up. Usually what I'll do is line it up this way, make sure it's square. So you get free cardstock, grid paper, all the ink pads for those In Colors. I know there's something else. The DSP. You are getting $91 in Color product for free. So the regular starter kit is a great deal to begin with because you pay $135 plus taxes, no shipping, and you choose $165 in free product. So add on that $90 of In Color product and it is a wonderful deal. Now, the only problem is if you already have In Colors, there's no substitution. So, but in my In Color Club, there will be. So if you happen to join and you get all of those In Color ink pads for free, then we can figure out another product, another family of ink pads that you want to get. Like maybe you, it just has to be a certain dollar amount each month. So, loosey-goosey In Color Club instructions. What else would you expect from me? Okay, so the mug, I think we are just going to glue it down this time because there's only DSP, no cardstock. That would have been cute too, but an awful lot of parakeet party. Now, you actually don't need glue on most of the handle. gonna leave it where you can see some of this. I don't know if you can see, but there is like an embossed or debossed part of that frame. It's got a lot of character. Okay, so we'll pop up our little label with some minis. Hello, hello, everyone joining. Part of a dimensional on me. Okay, so we're going to pop that up and it's just going to look like a tea bag coming out. I think I'll have it on this side this time. And what do you think for the ribbon? Should we use the Parakeet Party? Should we use the Sweet Sorbet? Those are really the only two I'm thinking. What's it be? Now I need to take this off because I am roasting. Hot Mess Express. I actually made a shirt that says that. Well, maybe not exactly that. It says, hot mess, just doing my best. Dave laughs at it every time he sees it. Mostly because he did not know that Hot Mess Express was a thing. Okay. I'm actually going to put one more mini just under where that hole is. And then when I go to adhere my ribbon, I'm going to put a glue dot right where that hole is. And then it won't dip down over there. Sweet Sorbet. I wish I could do the darker green, but I don't have a ribbon that is that dark. Not in the current in colors. I've got some Evening Evergreen, but it's that sheer one and it's just going to be too wide. So we have Parakeet Party. I'll hold it over so you can see the difference. Or Sweet Sorbet, which looks very pink compared to the DSP. But look how thin and light this is. Makes for a beautiful bow. This is actually a double bow. Okay, what do you think? Sweet Sorbet or Parakeet Party? Which one? Hope says Sweet Sorbet. Green. I think I might go with the Parakeet Party because the Sweet Sorbet actually looks quite pink in comparison. So let me show you how I did this. I'm going to pull out my bow jig. And in the BOGO sale that we have next month for Canadians, sorry, these will be available. They are beautiful. One of my team members, her husband makes them. And they're just beautiful. The shipping ends up being a little bit much because they're so thick. So we thought if they're part of the BOGO sale, then it goes in a flat rate box and voila. Because I mean, the nails don't need to stay in. So you just adjust these to where you want them. And there you go. So for this, instead of cutting two strands, I know that you probably can't see it as well as I would like, but I'm going to take a piece, it's still attached to the roll. I'm going to wrap it around twice. And if you see that you have way too much ribbon, you can trim it before you've even cut it away from the roll. So cross over and then tie it in the back. That crossover is key because if you don't do that, as soon as you go to pull it off, it falls apart. Okay, and then you can just play with the knot until you get it where you like. But look at that. Isn't that cute? I probably didn't need the tails quite that long, but changed your mind to the green. I know, right? Thank you, Dawn. I know once I saw the Sweet Sorbet on there, it just looked too pink. Because quite honestly, Sweet Sorbet, if you are looking at anything else, whether it is the Stampin' Blend, the DSP, which you can see there, or the ink pad, it's red. It's like a pinky red. It's not pink. That ribbon kind of looks more, kind of a cross between Polish Pink and Melon Mambo, I would say. Okay, so a glue dot. Sorry for my arm there. I keep putting things away and then having to reach for them. So we're going to take one glue dot. And for those of you that are waiting on an update on that crafty storage supply thing, I have not forgotten. I'm not allowed to use my laser until I get the venting sorted out. Because Dave came home one day and it was like all smoky on the second floor. Not like a fire hazard or anything. But, I mean, when you're lasering wood, or I think I was doing tumblers that day, it tends to stink. Like, our basement smells like a campfire. So he's like, okay, we need to get this venting figured out. So I'm on it, but I'm not allowed to use it. It's like I'm grounded. Okay, look at that. Now, if there wasn't all this talking and decision making in between, you could knock out a whole bunch of these really fast. And I only have one tea bag in here, but this fits Tazo. All I had to do was fold this one edge over, and then it fits, not the best greens together, right? But it fits a tea bag. So you can push it all the way in. You can leave it where you can still see the Tazo, but easy peasy. So if these pocket dies have slipped on by you, don't miss out. I mean, they're with us for a year, but I have a feeling that once people start using these, they're going to sell quickly, and I can't wait for people to start using them so I can figure out what the heck this is. I'm sure you're right with a reinforcement, but I don't know. But cute little square, and this has some detail in it. You've got the circle with the stitching, you've got this little scalloped rectangle, some leaves, you've got the holes for ribbon, so either like a circle or the little slot, and then that bow thing, and then this, all of this is the pretty pillow box dies. I figured they were a match made in heaven for that. Linda says she loves the bundle even though she's not a tea drinker. It's so cute, right? Yes, Roz, the ribbon is definitely lighter than the others. Sorry, you can't see me. Greg tried. Here, I'll just add this one because it's a long one. Except that it goes in behind. There we go. Greg tried laser engraving on the stovetop with hood. And I said, no, it does smell like a campfire. It is so gross. You know, campfires are great when you're at them. And then the next day you come home and it's like, oh, gross. It's like that. And I wish I had my keychain in here to show you, but I don't. The only thing I have in here that I've lasered is this watch band. And it was my first try. It's not perfect, but I love it. Okay, so that is it. If you make these, I would love to see it. Actually, one more thing. These are my portions of the embellishment shares. I will be putting them in that guy right there. I've made the labels, but until the mini catalog retires, I don't really have room. Okay, so I could use these cute little Fun Flowers resin shapes, but I think what I'm going to do is stick with the matte dots. Now, the only problem with having these matte dots as part of a product share is that they're ombre. So they lighten as you go across. So if you want the full ombre effect, then you're going to want to order a full package of those. It comes looking like this. The sweet sorbet is just tucked in underneath, but it goes from light to dark. So for the shares, if you purchased a share, you would have gotten all of the light. And like one person would get all of the light, one person would get that next medium. Like I didn't have it where you would get this one and that one because they kind of coordinate that way. But product shares should be done tomorrow night, and then the Fab and Fun retreat starts Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then I'm going to need a day off. So I'm going to go finish doing what I need to do for today, and I want to thank you so much for joining me this week, and we'll see you soon, my crafty friends. Bye.